Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back. Oh god, it's been once again so long. Welcome to House Valyria. Oh god, it's been another 6 months since I dubbed the last episode, and many more months since I released the last video on this channel. And that was because I lost interest for some time, but once again I got the interest back. I wanted to make some more videos, and here I am. I am dubbing this episode because as well as the 20th one, the previous episode, it's lost its audio. There is no audio from when I recorded this. So yeah, I'm redubbing this, but the next episode, the 22nd one, has an audio. So in the next episode you will be hearing from me from about a year back, maybe even more. So yeah, that's crazy. So Valyria just died. That means that Valyrians are going to be extinct in one generations, in a couple of years. Yeah, because as soon as these two women die, Hera and Mega, there's no Valyrians left. That's a pity. I really like Valyrians. They're one of my most favorite houses. And so yeah, you might hear that my English is a bit rusty. That's probably because I've not recorded any videos for few months. That said, I'm really glad I am now doing this. And what it also means is that one of the death of that Valyrian woman means that her husband is gonna inherit it. One of the titles on the Isles, and I don't remember what are we trying to do here. I haven't pre-watched this episode because it would be boring without any commentary. But I guess we're trying to unite the Summer Islands. We have news that Mega of Dragonstone is raiding a dragon. Good for her, I guess. She's raiding the oldest dragon in the world, I think. Valyrian, yeah, is no longer alive, I think, and we are making plans. Who shall we conquer? We want to conquer the Isle of Elephants and Vahar, because their income is incredibly huge and we need it in order to colonize Zamatar and Yin and eventually the whole of Sothorios, because that's was the goal of the series, to colonize Sothorios. And yeah, we won another war, and none of the Summer Islanders seem to like us. That's going to be a big problem in the future. We try to improve the relations, but eventually, as you can see, because we conquered them and we're foreigners, the Summer Islanders don't really like us. I don't know if I forgot to choose a synthetic faith, because the Valyrians can choose a faith if they are if they have the Valyrian religion. They can choose a faith, and then members of that faith will have some positive opinion of them. I don't know if Vaynar did that or we forgot about it, but yeah, one of the enemies we declared war on immediately surrendered to us, which he just He just knew that we would completely annihilate him. Because Vaynar is a dragon tamer, he's son of the dragon. Jacaerys. No, Jaehaerys. Jacaerys is someone else. There were a few Jacaeryses throughout the series. One of them, off the top of my head, was a Valyrian during the Dance with Dragons. And he died, unsurprisingly. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Have you heard about that spin-off show info about Game of Thrones? HBO is going to do at least 2 spin-off series after Game of Thrones is over. And rumors are that one of them, which is the Long Night one, is going to be filmed in October this year. So that's crazy. That's really nice. I don't know about the choice of them going with the Long Night. It's kind of meh, but yeah, we've united the Summer Islands, and I believe we are going to create the Empire of the Summer Sea, which we are eventually going to rename the South Valyria. So that's one of the huge goals of this series. Done. But not the main one. The main one is still on the horizon. Horizon full of deadly, deadly jungles of Sothorias. So yeah, South Valyria. So tell me guys, how do you like, how are you feeling? Do you like that I decided to come back to the videos and redub this episode and eventually upload all the remaining pre-recorded videos? I still have 4 more videos after this one pre-recorded, and I hope I'll upload them all and eventually record new ones and upload. Oh fuck. New ones. One more thing. There is going to be a community multiplayer with a few guys, and we are going to be playing the Seven Kingdoms standalone mod, which is another mod set in Game of Thrones world, but during the Endel invasion. You might remember that there is a sub-mod for the Endel invasion in this Game of Thrones mod, but the other one is centered around the Endel invasion specifically. And the map itself is only Westeros and the Free Cities. There's not even a Valyria. Not even a Volantis, I think. It ends with Lys. So it's a mod that's supposed to be played in multiplayer. There's not a lot of event chains, because those things, event chains, cause a lot of crashes in this mod of Game of Thrones. So it's much more stable, and it's supposed to be played with more people, which is going to happen with this group. And hopefully, if they agree, I might even start a series with them. And you know, it's going to be a roleplay multiplayer, so you will have to make decisions based on your character's traits. There are going to be war councils, and you will RP blood feuds and stuff like that, which is really exciting. I love RP with Crusader Kings. Like, you know, doing decisions based on your character's traits might seem logical to some people, but I think it's really fun and adds a whole new dimension to the game. And doing this in multiplayer, oh man, that's going to be great. So yeah, I'll ask them if I may record the series. It's still, you know, only decided on which day the gameplay is going to happen weekly. The dynasties aren't even picked yet. So yeah, it will take some time, but hopefully in a few weeks we are going to be playing our first session. So that's great. I asked Chief Gironka if he won't play with us, but unfortunately he can't. I wanted to ask NG Paradox, but I don't think I have. Because he himself made a series from that from the mod, but he's focusing on Total War now and Mega Campaign Spectator and stuff like that. So yes, we are looking at Ibn. We are browsing through the world. This 7 kingdoms, Westeros is really interesting. The Stormlands have Dorne, Stormlands and Riverlands under their fist. The Durandons, of course, rule it, and they are almost extinct? Damn. Only the Storm Queen, Kasana, and her son are alive. So I'm interested, how will this civil war end? Someone is trying to claim Stormlands too. Interesting. Targaryens are... I don't know what's happening with Targaryens. I think they are still alive, still kicking about. We recruited them and gave them some lands in the Basilisk Isles, but I don't know how that ended up. Yeah, there they are, the Western Isles of the Basilisk Isles. You can see their sigil up there. So they are still ruling them, and our family itself, Valyria seems to be a capable warrior. Our King Ariax is getting a bit old. He's 91 already, and he made 2 more dragons, Majesty and Jo. So we have 3 dragons at the moment, which is great. They are both ridden by our sister wives, I think. Our son is Dagon, and our other sons got murdered, I think. One of them, Vaymond, got murdered, or died under suspicious circumstances, you might say. But the other one, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we had more than 2 sons. And yeah, the Red Death is still there. It's still eating away at Sothorios. It's been there for I think 17 years now. And in the previous episode I did say that Valyria never lived through a time where there wasn't Red Death on the Basilisk Isles or Sothorios, which is a clear bug. Other people have encountered this as well. There was like a period of 80 years where there was just Red Death non-stop in Basilisk Isles and Sothorias. So, fortunately, when I updated the mod, the base game and the mod, and I loaded up the save file, the Red Death disappeared in a year. So when we get to episode 27, which I'll hopefully record in a bit, it is going to be it's going to be gone, and we will be able to finally build up some gold mines and stuff in Zamatar. I've heard that Sothorios is extremely rich with gold. So when you build up gold mines to the maximum possible level, you get incredible income from that. And it just, your money skyrockets and you will be able to colonize more and more stuff. Which I hope this will happen. That we will make gold mines in Zamatar, and then we will go for Yin, and when we conquer Yin, we go for the other colonies, the other provinces in Sothorios, and just our money is going to be so good. Some trade route needs being updated, and we are trying to amass money so we can colonize Zamatar. I could have colonized it. The Otakar girl died. I could have colonized it, but I wouldn't have any more reserves for like war and other stuff. There are probably going to be event chains about the colonization itself. Like, you will have to invest more and more money into the colony to develop it, and for it to become a normal province eventually. Yeah, Red Death still, it just took so decades to disappear. Which is sad. It really slowed up this series. Like, by now we should have had Zamatar and maybe even Yin, but the Red Death completely destroyed that. The income from Basilisk Isles disappeared. Like, I think we are not getting any income from the Basilisk Isles at this point. The brighter side is that the Summer Isles are still making money. And eventually, when we go for the Isle of Elephants and the Great Morak, our income is going to improve. But, on the other hand, some filthy... Damn. Some Dothraki wants to take our daughter as a wife, and even some Jurgo Snai want my daughter. Why? I mean, I get she's like silver hair beauty, but why? Like, marry some of your Zor's female or something, I don't know. And apparently she's educated by one of the Targaryens. I think it's a Targaryen. So I'm searching for someone else. Yeah, Coharis Targaryen, the Western Isles. He's a genius and he has his own sword. And my daughter got the Red Death because she's on the Basilisk Isles where there is the Red Death. That's why I wanted to educate her myself. I never wanted to have her there because she's going to contract the Red Death. And she did. So that's bad. Currently we are amassing armies to get there and annihilate the enemy army. Even though we have fewer numbers, I'm going to deploy a dragon in a siege. And we are trying to kill some corsair. I don't know who that is anymore, but we severely injured the king and the Shan, and we won the battle. Completely destroyed them. Wow, we just stacked wiped their entire army. Damn, great. Our daughter Mary's is getting properly educated, that's nice. Jainara seems to have been cured of her illness, that's great. I don't even know if that was truly a grayscale, Red Death, but it doesn't matter now. And I'm not sure if Zabat is rebelling or if we declared Dragon Conquest. I'm not sure of many things anymore, but the bright side is that we are winning the war. And Vaynar just got old. Otakar wants to marry. Marry as you please. Yeah. This is pain in the ass to like find suitable marriages for nobles at your court. But damn, the Isle of Elephants is a huge huge defensive garrison, but we used Ariax. Ariax is fine, Ariax is great. He's a great white dragon, and he's the one on our family sigil. You can see our family sigil is a white dragon flying across great green jungle. That was our father's dream. That was the dream of Jaehaerys to rule Yin. Unfortunately, that wasn't achieved by him, neither by Vaynar. Unfortunately, he is not going to be colonizing Yin, but hopefully one of his heirs will. We're trying to explain to our daughter where is mom, because her mom is dead, and she's humble now. Great. His father, haha, justice. Shan Jibril died. The arrogant fool he is died while fighting our dragon. Like, he didn't die during the fight, but he ran away and then he died because of his injuries, which is great. And now his son has to pick up and like clean the mess his father made. We've got some event with vassal opinion. Are we going to deploy Ariax once more? No, don't do that. Yeah, we're just looking through decisions. There are many dragon riders. Jo is still untamed, but Jainara is riding her. There's Blackthorn, a wild, crazed dragon. He's somewhere in YT. He's probably the son, the offspring of that dragon rider in who started in YT, who started as wife of the Emperor of YT. So she was a dragon rider herself, so this might be the offspring of that dragon. Another Jogosnai wants to marry us. And there's Orion's host, the Emperor of that title. He's the son of Orion, who started at the beginning of the game as as an emperor who proclaimed himself the first emperor of Valyria and flew down to Valyria. In lore he did that, in this playthrough he didn't. Either that or he did and came back. But apparently he didn't go to Valyria at all and just cowardly stayed at Kohor. There are loads of vassals who really don't like us. And that's a problem. Which we're going to have to change very soon. Either very soon or in like next few episodes. Or in the episode I will record in a bit. So our conquest is already almost done. We're in 90%. Our money is going strong, which is great. And hopefully we will colonize Scimitar very, very soon. Hopefully in the next episode. I don't think we colonize it in this one, but I'm pretty sure in the next one we do. We are trying to like decide what are we going to do with our prisoner, but we release him or ransom him for the money. We need the money. And yes, we won the war. Great. And we got even more money. So this place is going to make so much money, it's going to be crazy. And we, of course, like I said many times before, need that. There's that one province which we haven't yet conquered for some reason. There are a few provinces in the Summer Isles which we haven't yet subjugated. One more thing I wanted to tell you. I have used the summer sales and bought all the DLCs for CK2 I haven't yet had. So by the episode 27 we got Conclave, we got J-Dragon, although it's not going to be much use here, and we got Monks and Mystics. I think I haven't had Horse Lords either. I'm not sure, I can look. But yeah, I've got all the major DLCs now. So there's going to be much more roleplay with the Great Councils. And our eyes are slowly sitting on Pharaohs. We will probably want to unite the Great Morak, which is, fun fact, the biggest island in the known world. Similar to Greenland in our own world. Yeah, so the two other rulers in the Summer Isles were swore fealty to us, and the Durandans have been defeated. The Stormlands are under control of different house, and Queen, no longer Storm Queen, Kasana Durandan is now ruling the Trident and Dorne. There's no one even holding Dorne. Just the Kingdom of Dorne. There's not even, like, the kingdom. The title, Kingdom, isn't even, like, made. So, the Durandan line seems to be continuing because the Queen is pregnant. The North is doing well, although Jonel the Just died. I don't know if he was murdered or something. The dynasty tree is a bit broken. It looks like it. There's not even like it's not even connected properly. What about the Iron Isles? Iron King Lusamore Greyjoy, who's a Reaver. In the Rock, we've got Martin of the Rock, His father, Tommen II Lannister, was the one who in lore sailed to Valyria and lost Bright Roar. But here, he didn't. And Bright Roar is still the ancestral sword of the Lannisters, and they still have it. So good for them, I guess. Our ancestral sword is Passion, which was reforged by our father. If you remember, there is no time to give backstory to Passion, so I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Goodbye.